Well, here at Cargo Hall, another industry event held by the Australian Trade and Logistics Corporation, of which Import Export TV is a proud media partner of. I've got Bernie Kelly next to me. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Good, thank you. Tell us what brings you to another event. Is this your first event, or have you been here before?
No, I've been here before.
You've been
and
here
definitely
before.
been in the industry for a long time and sort of keen to be a contributor and follower, I guess, of this good work.
Yep. Sorry, just make sure you just...
Oh.
Yep. Cool. And Bernie, what are your skills within that industry when you say that you've been around the industry for a while? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been in the industry for about 30 years now, sort of at that supply director level with companies like Kimberly-Clark, Diageo, Golden Circle, and then sort of more management consulting in the last probably 15 years for business transformation, really.
And what value do you see in attending one of these events when it comes to networking?
Yeah, we're in a period where there's just so many waves of change going through the supply chain, and I'm really wanting to be am contributing with leaders and their leadership team on being ready for those next waves and actually helping with the fitness for that next strategic period.
So when you talk about strategic period, what are we expecting, what trends for the next 5 years? Can you even foresee that?
Yeah, well, that's part of it, right? So there's a lot more volatility than there used to be. So actually building our capacity for that volatility is a new thing, and you'll see when you start to look at leadership teams at the moment, there's a lot of new people coming onto teams are forming, and there's also opening up to sort of changes in tech, changes in some of the social things. The geopolitics sort of situation at the moment is going to change our supply chains, that's for sure. So sort of getting advanced strategies around to be risk mitigating for that is what a lot of people are working on.
And Bernie, we saw you at the last CMAT conference.
Yeah, that's right.
And you were speaking, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yes.
I was a speaker at CMAT.
What would you say the outcome of that is? Have you had many inquiries as a result where people are more open-minded to the changes?
Yeah, so I actually, as part of the CMAT thing, I also gifted an ebook series on ready supply chain leadership, which I'm very happy to keep sort of sharing to people in this sort of sector, because I think there's sometimes we don't know what we don't know.
Yep.
And I think that most of us, one of the risks is that we get really quite busy. We've got a lot of strengths, and leaning on those strengths may not be the most useful thing in the future. So having a partner to help you with that is sort of really important, I think, at the moment.
But the operators are open-minded, aren't they?
Pardon?
The operators are open-minded and ready for change.
The people in the teams and actually the leaders, there is a lot of open-mindedness, and I think actually, still having said that, getting used to building new strengths, especially like a lot of leaders are really experienced, and we have a lot of things that we know have worked for us in the past, but some of those things may not be what we need to do in the next round. So being aware of that is sometimes useful to have a helper.
Well, thank you so much, and that ebook seems interesting. I feel like I need to have a read of that.
I think it'd be a great thing to have a check out.
Would love to.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bernie. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.